Desire. Is desire a good thing? Or is it more like temptation and bad? That's what I'm going to be talking about on today's video. Hello, my name is Dom and I help people to step into their truth and power. In this video, I'm going to be answering the question about desire. Is desire a good thing, or is desire like temptation and a bad thing? Well, let's just start off by getting on the same page with what desire actually is. What is desire? Well, I like to look at words from their root word meanings when I look to words like this. And so the word desire in its Latin root form means awaiting what's from God, heaven, or the universe. Looking at the dictionary, it defines desire as a strong feeling of wanting to have something. So desire in itself is a feeling and really nothing more. And that feeling is usually a sign showing up within you that you are missing something in life. So desire is an emotion. And we know that emotion is energy in motion, emotion. So it is energy in motion within us. And so if it's energy, we also then know that there will be desires that lead us more towards a positiveness, our inner light and truth, and there are desires that lead us more toward the darkness. And the desires of darkness often show up as what we call temptations. And often because of this, desire is often associated with temptation and lusting over something, which is often associated with being bad. But that really couldn't be further from the truth. Desire can be quite a good thing too, and it's actually a necessary part of the human experience. There is nothing inherently bad about the desire for more knowledge, a desire to want to powerfully serve others, a desire to live a better life, a desire to feel loved, a desire to experience more freedom, a desire to become more enlightened. These are all powerful and positive aspects of desire that help us to become the person we were meant to become, or what you'll hear me call becoming your divine human self. Our desires are not our enemy. They are not blocks standing in our way to experience some aspect of our divine human self. Actually, desire can be a powerful inspiration for all of that greater awareness and higher consciousness we are seeking to experience. Desire itself is not a bad thing, but when it comes to desire, not having checks and balances in place can transform healthy emotions into self-destructive ones. When desire is being driven by our mind or our inner ego, when the focus of our desire becomes all about ourselves, then this is when desire begins to cross the line into undermining our well-being. For instance, the desire to win at any cost, the desire to create something regardless of who is harmed while in creation, the desire to be sexually fulfilled when it's pursued totally for your own self-gratification and without any consideration to the other person. These are examples of when desire crosses the line of love and respect and becomes harmful to the relationships we have with others, the world around us, as well as ourselves. But to live a healthy, balanced, and happy life doesn't mean we have to squash all desires we have. It's actually quite the opposite. Living a balanced and happy life means recognizing the desires, embracing them, and understanding them in such a way that will allow you to follow them within the framework that love and respect for others provide. This means calling attention to your desires in a way that is positive and productive. It means being authentically aware of what your desires are and your motivations for the desires you're holding, so that you can channel all of your energy into doing the right things, the positive things. When we do this, we begin becoming the person we were meant to be. we step into becoming our divine human, and it's only at that point that we can raise our consciousness to an enlightened state. If you want to start, it all begins with being aware of what is motivating your desire. Is it coming from a place of self first? Is it all about you and what you will get? You know, our egos operate with its own needs in mind first. It influences our actions without much consideration to the costs involved. And it doesn't particularly care who may be harmed in the process. It just wants its desire fulfilled. Notice the next time you are feeling a desire for wanting something. Check in with yourself and ask, where is this coming from? Does it feel controlling or manipulative in any way, allowing you to focus only on getting what you want without much care of what harm may be caused? Or is it coming from your heart and a feeling of more warmth and something that's natural and positive and makes you feel good inside? Who will be helped when the desire gets fulfilled? If you're the only person being helped, it's likely your ego is in full operation here, and you'll want to check in with it before you actually begin living it out. Ask, is this what you really want? How will it make you feel that others were taken advantage of for your sole benefit? Or can you reframe your desire in such a way to become more balanced with more authentic compassion and love and respect? And can you keep your desires in check as you move forward, seeking to live them out? What are the limits? What's acceptable and what's not acceptable? If there are no limits and you're willing to do anything at any cost to have your desires come into fruition, that's a sure sign you're focused only on yourself. Unfortunately, I've learned the hard way that our egos will drive us into misery in order to become satisfied. And regret almost always follows on the heels of those experiences. So doing this self-assessment requires a certain level of honesty and maturity with yourself. Just make sure the more that you're desiring is that it's in alignment with the person you are truly wanting to become. Because happiness doesn't come from having or getting everything you want. Happiness comes from becoming the person we truly want to become, in honesty and in authenticity with ourselves and others. And it comes from having the things that support your own simple truth. And so I'm curious, what are you taking from this video today about desire? Do you find it easy to self-regulate your desires, or is it challenging? There may be something there for you to get curious about. Share it in the comments below, because I want to be able to continue to support you as you move forward on your journey. And if you're needing help with this and need some further support, I'm inviting you to reach out to me for a quick 20-minute call with me. It's completely free. Just click on the Speak with Dom link that I dropped in the comments and description box below. So I want to thank you for joining me today. And until I connect with you again for my next video, stay well, stay healthy, and stay empowered.